provides such a boost for the crowd.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that throw.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Going to the ground. He breaks a tackle. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making it fun.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Third down play from the gun. On target. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Snap it to the back. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Motion from the back. The give to the lone running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorn!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Creates a little room. Got the first down and more. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him. Let him get outside. Let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent who's really helping out this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a... Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. He'll take it himself. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get him. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job playing. Receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Let's go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Touchdown Longhorn! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to take a shot. Got his man to the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. That had all the makings of a pick six, and it just turned into a completion.
Oh, man, you throw that out route, you're sitting there, you're waiting on it, you get your hand on it, and they still complete it. Man, that could have been a huge play for the defense, but instead, the offense gets the completion.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the left. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. The Nittany Lions will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Give to the running back. Oh, better look out! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. A little screen to the running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
To the air on second down. Finds a tight end. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last.
Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here comes the heat. This time it's complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Wilkins. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to buy time. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, the second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give out of the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it for a big play. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Send the tight end in motion. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 4th down attempts. They'll try it again. Quick release on the RPO. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Big guy smells it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneaks it in. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Now, And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. They're trailing by just 2 to Florida State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin is going deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Good timing on the quick out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab deep. Wide open spacing. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarter?
Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That's not the way you'd like to start a set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Multiple penalties, and now it's 1st and 25 for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll try to get outside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
If I was anybody else, the ball that came out.
So the offense is
I just
going
smacked
to
this
go for
nigga
it
like
on 4th down.
fucking 3 times.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout.
If I was anybody else, the ball would have came out.
We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound.
I didn't see it. I smacked him. Boom. And I think that was on the another one on the ball, so.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man down the middle. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Rides the back on the option, the give. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
Now, fourth down.
Fourth down is just another down to these guys. A perfect 4 for 4 so far. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be.